in case you can't guess, I'm going to do a 1950s inspired look. I'm really excited about this one actually, because for my entire first year of university I literally wore nothing else but vintage 50s clothing, even the underwear. A little bit too much information maybe? Oh well, so I hope you enjoy it, and yeah, let's get on with it. So I'm not going to put a primer on today because I've moisturised my face. The moisturiser is going to act as primer for me. So I'm going to start with some concealer. Now with a 50s look you want matte. You want flawless, beautiful kind of porcelain skin. So I'm going with heavy coverage things today. So this is MAC's Studio Sculpt Concealer in NC15, in case you're curious. I'm just going to take a little concealer brush, and I have a stonker up here, can you see it? I don't know where that came from. And just cover up any blemishes I have, or any red patches. So there is the concealer done. Now I'm going to go on to foundation. I'm going to use my Illamasqua Skin Base foundation in number 7. I'm just going to take a stippling brush, that's the one, and just cover my entire face. Okay, so when you've got your base, let's move on to the eye area. Now this look is completely matte, so my bases have shimmer in them. So what I'm going to do is go back with my concealer and just use that as like a primer potion, just kind of put it all over my eyes and it'll do exactly the same thing. So now you need any matte light coloured eyeshadow. I'm going to go with this white from e.l.f. In the Drama palette, and basically you're just going to pack it all on. So get an eyeshadow brush and go to town. And when you've done that, if you just pop a little bit underneath the arch and the eyebrows as well, just to highlight that. Then we're going to take a blending brush and a matte brown colour. This is charcoal brown from MAC. Just any kind of deep natural crease colour will be good for this. And just go in with your crease. So when you're finished, it should look something like this. Now we're going to go on to the thing that everybody thinks of when they think of a 50s look, and that is the winged eyeliner. Now I'm going to use Black Track MAC Fluid Line, but if you want a cheaper alternative, then you can go with the e.l.f. one, which I think is actually equally as good and a lot cheaper. You just want to grab yourself a really thin eyeliner brush, start from the middle and go out, because if you make it a little bit too thick on the edges it doesn't matter, whereas if you start in the middle and make it start in the corner of your eye and make it a little bit too thick, then it all goes a bit wrong. So get as close to the lash line as you can. It's also a lot easier if you're looking down to do this. I don't know why, I just found that it is. So there's one wing done. Now the trick is trying to get the other one to match this one. Now when it comes to doing the wing, I'm going to see if I can show you this. The first thing I do is follow the line that my lashes naturally make going up here. And flick it up like so. And then what I do is I connect the top of the wing to the rest of my liner so that it makes this kind of swooping motion, if you can see on this side. So I'm going to do that now. And then just fill it in. And there we go. I can't believe I got that right first time. Sometimes it'll take you more than one try. Sometimes you'll end up with really thick lines when you're trying to even them out and they just end up being really thick. But don't worry about that, because even Dita Von Teese herself has admitted that she will end up with thick lines when she can't quite get them even. So, you know, even the pros get it wrong sometimes. Next we're going to go on to lashes. Now, as usual, here you can use false eyelashes. It's all about the fluttery look for the 50s, but I'm really naff at putting them on. I will do a video one day where we learn together, but right now I'm gonna be a chicken. So go in with any good mascara, just coat your lashes. The last thing with the eyes is I'm going to take a white eyeliner pencil and just line my waterline. The focus with this look is all about the upper eyelid. You can do a little bit underneath if you want, but it is really dramatic on top and really neutral underneath generally. Okay, so then now I'm going to go in and do my eyebrows. The 50s eyebrows are very arched, very shaped. You just have to look at a picture of Marilyn Monroe to kind of see the kind of arch. If you don't have that naturally, then there are plenty of videos out there that will show you how to do an arch. And so I'm just going to go in and fill mine in. So moving on to lips. Get any good red lip liner. This one is from Rimmel and it's Red Dynamite. And line your entire lip and fill it in. Now I'm going to go in with my favourite red lipstick. This is Russian Red from MAC. So to make it super long lasting and to be really precise, I'm going to use a lip brush and we're going to layer it. I'm sure you've heard this trick a million times. So while you just leave that for a little moment, you can go around the edges with a bit of concealer to kind of neaten up any lines or anything like that. But I'm going to go in and contour. So I'm going to take my NARS Laguna. You know how much I love this. Take my contour brush, cheek brush, whatever, and just contour my cheekbones. Once you've done that, I'm going to go in with a powder. You just want to take a big fluffy brush and pop that all over. Very nearly finished. We're just going to go in with one more coat of the lipstick and then I'm going to add a final little touch that I love to do, which is completely optional. So the final optional step is to add yourself a little beauty mark. Now I already have a mole right here, so I'm just going to go in with, this is an eyebrow pencil, a brown, and just make it a bit more prominent. Now, it doesn't have to be a perfect circle, moles generally aren't, and if you think about it, you know, Marilyn had her beauty mark, Dita has her beauty mark, so it's very synonymous with that kind of era. So let your hair out your pin curls and you're done. That's the finished look. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you maybe found some useful tips, or I don't know. And if you want me to do a tutorial on pin curling your hair, then I will definitely do that. We'll see you next Wednesday and I hope you all have a great week. Bye! Poke myself in the eye. One of these brushes, I don't know what they're called. Stippling brush. Don't hold your breath. Breathing is always good. A powder, this is mineralized skin vinegar. Oh god, I can't. I don't know what's wrong with me. Mineralized skin. This is silly.